Christmas was banned in America. Them don't tell you that. Yes, Christmas, the same Christmas, the 25th of December, was banned in America. Them have to fight to put it back. Just like how we have to fight for Emancipation Day, to put it back on the calendar as a holiday. And we fight and we fight and we fight. And now we see them coming back again for come tell you, say, them want to move it because too much holiday there on the calendar. It's madness. It's madness. Boxing Day. What the hell is Boxing Day? That Boxing Day is a British thing. Why would we want to uphold Boxing Day as a holiday in this time where we say we're independent?
Blessed love viewers and subscribers, Wagwan, open are doing good, open are doing great. So my people, I come across this video and I decide to share it with ones and ones because it's so educating and also important for African people. Yeah man, so you know right around the corner there is the day where most people spend off the whole of them money. Yeah man, them save up everything and just spend it off. That day where them call Christmas. But Mutabaruka is saying Christmas is one of the biggest lie. It's one of the biggest event that enforce white supremacy and control the minds of the Africans, slave. Yeah man, this one is something else. Mutabaruka will be explaining a whole lot and you will be shocked. You will be shocked that this day that you are celebrating is not a normal day. Believe me. So ones and ones, before we get into it, you know it's a Black Power movement. Drop a like, subscribe, share to a friend or a family so they can be a part of the movement. Now my people, let's take a walk. Check out what Mutabaruka have to say. Share your thoughts and opinion down in the comment section.
White people has been able to maintain their supremacy. And they use one of the most profound events that they have created to do that. That meaning maintain them supremacy over other people. And that event is called Christmas. Christmas is the biggest event that has been able to maintain white supremacy over people who have come in contact with it. White supremacy, Christmas, is intertwined in control, both spiritually and physically. Physically in that it has allowed them to be more economically powerful when this time of the year come round. And it has also allowed them to control your view of what they think or what we think is a historical event that took place this time of the year. The idea of Christmas was created and invented by white people. We want to say that again. The idea of Christmas was created and invented by white people. And they have used it to control, especially the Western world, in a very profound way. They have used it to broke pocket, rocket, and all the things that you hear Bonnie Wheeler talking about. So, will I tell you about how white people use Christmas as the biggest event in a them control, mind control. Because we know that it's them create Christmas. It has nothing to do with no so-called Middle Eastern people. Nothing at all to do with anything that took place on the 25th of December at the place where them call Israel, Palestine. It will have nothing to do with it. But as we say, it controls the minds and the hearts and the pocket of most people in this part of the world. And if you ask some people, you say, well, I celebrate Christmas from your picnic and it not do me nothing. No, it not do you nothing. It do something for white people, it not do you nothing personally. Apart from them having a mindset that you will almost get violent for that mindset. And the mindset is to tell yourself, say that there is a man lived 2,000 years ago that born on the 25th of December. And them know say nothing no go, so them know say them control it from Rome. And them know say if them continue using it and doing it, it will be able to keep them in power. Because power is power. That is what it is all about. It is all about how you maintain power among certain people who don't want to come out of them illusion. The illusion of Santa Claus and wise men and away in a major and holly and jolly and all of the things them that come with it. And people want to turn it around and say, well, you get to see your family and things. Of course, you get to see your family because most of the time it's that time you have your family in your mind. But we know the psychology of Christmas and the psychology of white supremacy. We not ask no one that. We know how it is done, why it is done, and when it was done. Tonight we want to play something for my Christian-minded listeners. I hope you'll just stay around with us. Maybe like 15 minutes from now. We'll be playing a little thing for my Christian-minded friends and also my Rasta friends who is Christian-minded, who some of them, if you go to them house, you will see they have pepper lights in there and Christmas tree too. If you don't mind sharp, them will have Christmas tree because I hear what them say, you say, well, if you don't have Christmas, what you go and put in place? What kind of madness is that? Why you want to put something in place of, in lieu of? We see the people them trying to get rid of Emancipation Day. Emancipation Day is more important to African people in Jamaica than Christmas. More important. And if you ask most Jamaicans, them not interested in Emancipation Day. And them tell you say, here the boy Mutabaruka blast him on the radio. Attack him damn fools about Emancipation Day more important than Christmas. It is more important. But because we were not indoctrinated to see that Emancipation Day can be a time of family and friends. Because Emancipation Day is when them claim say, them take off the chains off our foot. That is the time when a lot of Africans who was enslaved could gather with them friends and them family and celebrate what they perceive to be freedom. So why couldn't Emancipation Day be a holiday where you gather with your friends and eat and drink and laugh and talk about the good times and the bad times? But no, them have we going round and round in a delusion. Them have we going and round and creating a space to fill them pocket with power and more power. We spend what we don't have. As a matter of fact, black people buy what them want and beg what them need. A years now, me I say that thing there. Them buy what them want and beg what them need. And this is the time now when them don't want something, but it is in front of them. And that is how them catch you. Bright lights and jingle jangles and fancy jangles. And you keep maintaining that economical commercial structure that has been enslaving us for hundreds and thousands of years. For hundreds of years, that idea, that concept has nothing to do with what we believe it is about. And you can see right now what it is. Most people is planning for day after tomorrow, not because them things says Jesus time, but who's going to give them a gift and how them going to catch the store them before them close, and them don't want to get in the hustle and bustle and Christmas market and all the little things them on the ground them where them a sell you. And then when Christmas when you do have no use to them, and JPS laugh this time of the year. JPS ha 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 like Santa. Ho ho ho. Yes. Them really catch me and keep catching me. But who am I? Who am I to say all these things? I am the one who is telling himself, the watchman see the danger and don't want the people. The blood of the people will be on his shoulder. And that is a quote from the Bible. And me I tell you, say, we're going to keep saying it and saying it and saying it because, you know, it's going to reach on good ears one at a time when we say it. Well, I will if I want to have seen it still and realize it. Because when we first started to talk this way upon radio, people used to call me so young and tell them to take me off of the radio. But we never put no hole in my pocket. And now we not put no hole in my pocket now. We are get crocus bag for put away in the pocket in there. So we just say it's so simple to control people with the right psychology and the right what we call indoctrination. You will control a people as long as you want them to control and as long as them don't wake up from them sleep and slumber. And that is what we know. And we are telling them to say, wake up, black people, wake up from your sleep and slumber. It's not the time now for dilly-dally and look on things and believe say what you see is necessarily what you get. Because sometimes what you see is things that you don't want. And you don't want to see, but them don't make you believe different. Them don't make you believe different. That is what them do. So we get caught. We get caught. Because right now, the hustle and the bustle is ready now, you know, tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day before that great and wonderful day of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And there's so much thing that them tell you. You ever notice how people talk about 3 wise men? I went to, there's no school that I have been to and speaking. And when I ask the people, how much wise men went to visit Jesus? Everybody, all the teacher them say 3. And I say, where you want to get that from? Them say, in the Bible. And I say, all right, I'm going to give $1,000. Hey, you see what I say, I'm going to give $1,000? All the teacher them involved with it, you know. I say, I'm going to give $1,000 for anybody can tell me where in the Bible you say 3 wise men. Where in the Bible it said 3 wise men. Guess what? There's nowhere in the Bible that said. But because it said the gifts were gold, frankincense, and myrrh, people assume says only 3 men are carry it. But guess what? You see frankincense was like a trading thing in a them time there. And me I tell you, a man can carry all him servant, them 4 man, 5 man a carry frankincense. Gold, 4 man cannot carry gold. And myrrh, because myrrh go with frankincense. So it don't have to be 3 man. But guess what? Them paint that picture there and it's stuck in our brains. It's stuck in our brains for centuries. That 3 wise men go there. And because them paint it and make you see it. And because them put it in a book where them claim say is the word of God and make you read it. You have that stuck in you. Yet still there's nowhere in the Bible that mention 3 wise men. So we just say there are many, many ways them use certain things and grab with consciousness, grab with thinking. And it's very difficult for you to get out of it. Because when you get out of it, come like it's you is a crazy one. And you can't tell me, say, man, no, have a deep craziness. When them really believe, say, some man a follow a star, and the star was right over one barn, where cow and goat and thing there. You know what is a star? The sun in the sky is a star. The sun is a star. You understand? And the sun is the nearest star to the earth. The nearest star to the earth is the sun. Can you imagine if a star, the man them a follow the star, and them look and see the star over the house? Because you know, so the nearer you think say you get to that star is the further away the star go. Not the star don't go nowhere still, but the nearer you go to the where you think the star is the further it look to you. It's like when you follow the horizon. The more you go to the horizon, is the more it look like it go further and further. It's like when you see the end of a rainbow, you think you see the end of the rainbow. The more you go towards the end of the rainbow, the more you see the rainbow move, like it has moved from you. And we understand that through knowledge and experience. That is why certain people cannot be tricked and cannot be bought. And them can't sell away again, because we're not going to allow them to sell away. Never miss the water till the well run dry. Prince Allah, as we say, we play the one for all the man them down in a, well, the woman them too, in a Greenwich farm. So, as we are saying now, we want to do something for the ones, because we don't want to Christian listen to the program. Eh? Them don't want it to look like them and listen, but we give thanks. So the Christians them listen because we know always a pray for me. Me don't mind it, you know. Go and pray for me, of course. You understand? So we want to play this, you know. We want to play this for, as we say, for my Christian friend them. So, and the rest of them who get caught in the Christian thing, the Christ, the Christmas thing. How did they get us to go through all of that thing with them? How did they, after so much years, get us to continue in their way of life, their concept and their little mythological ideas, when we had ours and then beat it out of we and put for them one? So our things become a non-entity and their little things become the major part of our life, this part of the year. And we know that over the years, I think 70 and Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate Christmas because them also recognize that Christmas has nothing to do with a man lived 2,000 years ago. The problem is that them change one mythological figure for the next mythological figure. As you hear the man talk about Santa Claus a while ago, them change one mythological figure, which is Jesus, to another mythological figure, which is Santa Claus. So in all of that, this is how white people use to maintain them supremacy all over the world, especially this. Especially that it surrounds a man that them call Jesus Christ. You know, if you notice the holidays, them that is more projected in our life in the Western world, is them get the bigger response. So we tell you, say, there is a little sneaking thing going to move Emancipation Day and left Independence Day. We are say that you have a day will come after Christmas when most Jamaicans right now, because most Jamaicans is young people. Most Jamaicans, if you ask them what Boxing Day is, them don't know. Them don't know. People like me know what Boxing Day is. So why would we want to keep Boxing Day and Lego Emancipation Day? That is really a question that we should ask the authorities, the Ministry of Culture and Gender and all the things they may follow it. Why would they want to move Emancipation Day that we, I want to say we, that include myself as a Rasta, who fought for put it back on the calendar. why would they want to move it and keep Independence Day instead? Why would they want to call it emancipendence? What kind of foolishness is that? What kind of foolish word is that, emancipendence? It's joke business. So you can't see where the mind of our, what we call leaders, politicians, is their mind there when they tell you say emancipendence. That is stupidness, foolishness, it don't make no sense. Emancipation, they have nothing to do with Independence Day. Independence Day signify what would I call a new beginning for our ancestors who was enslaved in chains and shackles for how much years. And when they say emancipate and you get emancipated, that was the time when all of these men and women and children get together to celebrate in a joyous frame of mind. Yes, that is the same attitude towards Christmas. It's like Christmas now is where people are saying, oh, even though they don't have Jesus in there again, which is true because I wasn't in there in the beginning, Jesus was never in Christmas. Never, 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 because it's not, the time when them choose has nothing to do with a man. And if you don't know his birthday, and you make up a day, then you're in a serious problem. A man like me, I go ask some question. Because even the very name itself, though in a history, 2,000 years ago, the very name, you hear some Christians say there's no other name that man can be saved but in the name of Jesus Christ. That don't make no sense. Because no man will live 2,000 years never name Jesus Christ. Never, never, never. I dare any person. I remember one time me and boy and Reverend Chisholm, the panel and I tell him, say, there's no man. Him say, no, you must stop say that. You must stop say that. I said, stop say what? You don't know that. You don't know that there was no man living 2,000 years ago named Jesus Christ. Just like you don't know, say, there's no man born on the 25th of December named Jesus Christ. You don't know that. It's a mythological thing. It's a man we want to use in our history. And them have different people, different mythologies, and they make it embody one human being where them create. You have the man them in Israel, in Jerusalem, under Roman domination, Roman colonialism. We have fight for them freedom and fight for them liberation. What Christianity has done is to pacify the people them so that they will not rise up against the state. That is what their interpretation or their making up of a man named Jesus does. The man named Jesus pacify your thinking, pacify your consciousness so that you don't rise up against the state. Because that was what was happening in those times. It was a time of trying to liberate yourself from Greco-Roman, the Roman Empire. And there was what you call zealots. Zealots like all Judas and all them man who decide to watch out. We're going to take up a sword. We're going to fight. And when them look and see say certain things now work out right, them have to make some other move. So them come with this pacifying doctrine. Because it is pacifying. When you say leave everything to the Lord and don't worry that there's a better place than this place, that we will all go. It's a madness. It's a madness. Especially amongst black people. Black people really have this concept where the people them who tell them that never experience what them tell them about yet, and them come up with this concept and talk about, okay, there's a better life after this life. Oh, you know that? What is wrong with this life more than is you must rectify your situation in this life. This life is beautiful, and everything that you do have its ups and downs. You must know how your consciousness and conscience is driving you. So we are saying, It never change, not this moment in time, but we know so down the line, it will gather more momentum because we have been saying it for years. And we know so it has gathered momentum. We know that because I've saying it so long now, there's a lot of people recognizing that. But this thing, when Muta did I say, really have some little merit tonight, you know. The Roman Catholic or the Roman Empire has created a warped mindset in order to maintain their power over the Western world. Did you know, I think they mentioned it on tape, did you know that there was a time in America that Christmas was banned? Yes, Christmas was banned in America. Them don't tell you that. Yes, Christmas, the same Christmas, the 25th of December, was banned in America. Them have to fight to put it back. Just like how we have to fight for Emancipation Day, to put it back on the calendar as a holiday. And we fight and we fight and we fight. And now we see them coming back again for come tell you, say, them want to move it because too much holiday there on the calendar. It's madness. It's madness. Boxing Day. What the hell is Boxing Day? That Boxing Day is a British thing. Why would we want to uphold Boxing Day as a holiday in at this time when we say we're independent, when we say no, right now we are move forward? Just like how they maintain the Queen. They maintain the Queen, so they maintain Boxing Day. Emancipation Day is something where we want to maintain on the calendar, and them are thinking of their mind, what kind of darkness that? What kind of darkness that? What kind of darkness is that? That you want to move Independence Day and this damn foolishness about emancipation. Who come up with this foolishness? It's like I hear someone talk about Rasmus. What the I hear some rat talk about Rasmus. The 27th, the 23rd, the 23rd. Chow, them think about me, you know. The 23rd of July is Rasmus. What? And joke me said, the 23rd of July is Haile Selassie's birthday, full stop. Full stop. It don't have nothing to do with a mocking, you try to connect Christmas with Rasta and I talk about Rasmus. It's foolishness. It's damn foolishness. Rasmus is a foolish, stupid idea, just like emancipendent. It's the same thing. Emancipendent, Rasmus. Rasmus, what them call it, mass don't have nothing to do with Haile Selassie. Rastafari celebrate the 23rd of July as Haile Selassie's birthday. It's not no Rasmus. And I must stop telling people them that don't make no. I don't want to make me all the little great-grandparents them come up and talk about Rasmus. Rasmus where? It's foolishness. Emancipendence is foolishness. We create our own ideas and concepts. And now once I come try switch it around and identify it with where we are moved from, where we are run from. We, the liberators of African people and ourselves, we create a culture and an identity that is almost unique to this part of the world, the Western world. Yeah. And they have some little guys that come around and talk about Rasmus and what them call it? Emancipendence and Rasmus. We must stop it. We must stop it. We don't have to always put our things with them things that are measure it according to them. We are creating our own logics and our own understanding of life. We don't have to create. We don't have to create nothing wrong for them things or create something apart of for them things. You understand? That is how them help for manipulate with consciousness. And then them talk about say, yes, but you know what, you have to replace it. We're not replacing nothing with for them things. We're not going to move for them things and replace it with nothing. Because that is really why them, when you start to put something now in it now, it's like you want to miss for them things. It's like some people eat meat, and when them stop eating meat, them want something come like me and them make chunks. Some people want to cook food and I talk about chunks. But make 2 or 4 and all them something there. you know, see it, or gluten or whatsoever. You know, see it. People always come with these arguments. Now the word Jesus, as you were mentioned, has nothing to do with no man living 2,000 years ago. Because really and truly, Yeshua is the name that the Hebrews use, Yeshua. Maybe I'm not even pronounce it right, but it's better than saying Jesus. Yeshua is a common name in that. As a matter of fact, there are many places in the Bible that say Yeshua. And it don't relate to an individual person or man, because Yeshua translated mean salvation. That is what it means. Yeshua means salvation. Jesus don't mean salvation. Yeshua means salvation. The interpretation, Yeshua is Joshua. Over the years we keep saying it, and we're going to keep saying it over and over and over and over like a scratch record. The interpretation of Yeshua is Joshua. The word Yeshua means salvation. So if you want to talk about salvation, you'd have use the word in a Hebrew, you'd have say Yeshua. Now what these guys do is I try interpret name. How the hell you interpret name? Why you interpret name? Nobody say, like a man that say Haile Selassie, nobody say the power of the Holy Trinity is the king of Ethiopia. No, him say Haile Selassie is the king of Ethiopia. So why a man no one come tell you now say Yeshua is Jesus, is Jesus Christus, and all these things? It's far and further away them and move from the argument and the reality till eventually it becomes null and void. Just like the Christmas thing. It becomes null and void. It has nothing to do with Jesus. I mean Joshua, it has nothing to do with Yeshua. No man in a history 2,000 years ago never named Jesus. So no guy can't come tell me. So there's no other name that man can say. Warm to the people them who dead before him born. Warm to the man, the people them, the thousands and millions of people who did not live. Warm to the Chinese people them, the Aboriginal people them. Warm to the people them, the deepest part of the Congo who never hear about Jesus yet. For the right name. The advertisement them. Here goes.
Here's the reality. The image of a white Jesus has been used to justify enslavement, conquest, colonialism, the genocide of indigenous peoples. There are literally millions of human beings whose lives have been snuffed out by people who conquered under the banner of a white god. That is a far more significant problem than whether a black writer in 2013 suggests somewhat humorously, but perhaps seriously, that we should change Santa to a penguin. No one's going to die because of that iconography. The white Jesus, white God imagery has literally resulted in death. That's something folks ought to deal with. What Megyn Kelly said was very simply, quote, Santa is white, end of quote, and so is Jesus. So I think the real issue is, if you want to make a joke about Santa's whiteness, here's a way to do it that would not presume white normalcy or that white is the norm. You could say, for instance, and I would, that if there were Santa, he'd have to be white because no black man could break into millions of homes even if he was bearing presents and not be shot by some neighborhood watch captain. That's a way to be funny, but Fox News would never do that because that would presume that they had to admit racial profiling and racism were real. So there's that. I think the real issue is that she made a statement of fact, not for her own opinion, but fact. There's a difference between believing in Santa and believing in Jesus or the Buddha. Buddha did not come from Kansas. Jesus was not born in a manger in central Pennsylvania. He was a man of color, and the fact that we have represented him for centuries, literally as a white man, speaks to the entire history of white supremacy. We can act like it didn't happen. We can make it the punchline of a joke. But the reality is this iconography, Jesus more so than Santa, I agree with Mel here, Jesus more so than Santa is a real problem. There's a reason we've represented these icons as white. It's not a coincidence that we've done that.
Okay, do you think there's something inherently wrong? I understand you saying that a white Jesus has been used to do horrible things, but
here's the difference, and Reza is right. No, Rez is right, but the difference is that the power of others to make Jesus or to make Christ as they view him has never come close to the power of the European power to make Jesus white. In other words, black folks can think Jesus is black and view Christ as black, but at the end of the day, the image that has been used to dominate Christianity in this world and on this planet is the white image. So therefore, you can believe, you can think Jesus looks like whatever you want or that Christ looks like whatever you want. Ultimately, though, there is such a thing as power, and it's not equitable. And so if certain people have been able to impose their image of the Christ, of the Savior on others, or God, or Adam and Eve, the first human beings ostensibly as white people, to believe that that doesn't have an effect is to believe that advertising doesn't have an effect. It's to believe that companies that spend billions of dollars don't actually sell you stuff based on the images they use, which is nonsense.
Redemption song. And how much time we go and hear that song? And when we listen to it, we give it a whole heap of accolades and we acclaim it as a great song. Marcus Garvey influences in that song. And it has been echoed right across the earth, right across the world. So much people have re-recorded it and re-recorded it. We have about 30 different versions of that song on my laptop. 30 different versions. And we not include the Bob Marley version them. You know. But how much people actually listen to that song and really sit down and meditate on it? As a matter of fact, how much people actually sit down and listen to a reggae song by some of these artists and really meditate. The problem with it is that the youth, them sit down and I listen to some of them derogative music and I meditate upon it and I make it become what we call art, become real life. It's a serious problem we find ourselves in, especially in this 21st century. Especially when we see so much things are unleashed on the earth. And we as African people cannot do nothing about it. All we can do is talk and say it happen and it will happen and it might happen and all these things. You know, where is the African doctors? No more than ever. We need some African doctors working on something that can alleviate this problem, that we don't have to talk about them and make vaccine for kill we have for control with DNA and all these things. You know, we need some structure in the revolution that we teach with children about science and technology rather than to bend down every day and I pray and I read Bible. Prayer reading Bible right now is not the most important, significant thing. We have to really get into understanding how to deal with the situations that confront African people. That is what we really need. We need to deal with technology advancement, science advancement, how we can get agriculture into a head and use agro-industrial concepts to really alleviate the starvation and the sufferation. The Japanese, them has mastered the art of drying things, preserving food. The Japanese and the Chinese, they have a culture of preserving foods that when the farm fail them, when rain don't fall, or when it fall and wash with the crop, them have a stock of food there, the same food, them dry this, dry that. You know, dehydrated this and dehydrated that. You know, it's amazing. We used to see some rats. Two of them passed, you know, McDonald and the sister there, she name again. Them used to have I think down at Tivoli there, where them sun-dried food, sun-dried papa, sun-dried banana, sun-dried all kind of fruits, and package it. Them things they can serve long, as opposed to the papa when it stays as how it is. We need to understand these things. You know, Marcus Garvey don't want it and say black man don't love kneel down and pray too much. Get up half on the knee. That we really need to do. Get up half on the knee and recognize how important it is now to move forward. Not move, not stagnant, waiting for some supernatural being to come get you out of the misery where we find ourselves in now, because we now use our ability to move. Our ability to move. We are auto. We are auto. Yeah. Move by ourselves. We human beings. We move without any aid. You understand? So we have to find out what is it that is keeping us back. That everybody have to say, well, look over Africa. Africa is the richest continent. Yes, Africa is the richest continent, but it has the poorest people. Africa creates civilization, but guess what? Civilization run left for you now. We need to wake up. Wake up. We have some little niggas about the place that we tell them as leaders and politicians and preachers. We are carrying the people them wide and straightful. You see so much things are going on, you know. Yes, tourism business is what is happening. Them concentrating on tourism. Meanwhile, them letting in some people. We heard that 20 odd people landing in Jamaica yesterday with the COVID from England. 20 odd people. I tell you, 20 odd people landing in Jamaica with COVID. You can just imagine that. But what can we do, the people them? Because if we shout out about it now, they must say, Jamaica need the money. The money is the thing. They need the money. Anyway, we're going to watch and see what they're going to do, because every other country except America lack of England. Every other country lack England. No land. Them don't want a plane from England land in them country right now, because them say them claim to them find a worse strain of the COVID. But we still let hold it on. We hold on upon it. And I say, them say 20 odd people landing in Jamaica yesterday with COVID. So we have to see what happen. Hey, them song they when, how long them song they about now? From me live a Potter's Row in a Ray Town, I hear them song in a jukebox. Yes. Why you up all the people them down a Ray Town, you know? Why you up all the people them on a Ray Town who know say Ray Town session get a leak indefinitely. Hush. Hush. One of the longest reigning street dance. Yeah, man. 30 odd years it a go on, you know. Yeah, man. We give thanks for that. Give thanks for that. If you want to hear sweet music outside of what you normally hear on radio, well, not on radio, because I didn't play them till they're on radio, but the dancehall vibes, if you want to hear a wide cross-section of music, I should have said, wide cross-section, Raytown was the place. So we don't know when that will come forward again, but it is a wonderful thing to experience that. And we must say we have not only experienced it, but we have played there. Yes, we have played there. We give thanks for that. Okay, we are yellow Clive Hunt again. Every time we are going to play him album, we have to talk about Clive Hunt, one of the best producers in Jamaica. We don't know which part of earth him there, but I see him Lego 2 albums one time. 2 albums one time. You can't believe that. But him have enough things to Lego a 10 album one time. So here goes. We want to feature a group where most ones don't know. Because most of the people them pan who are play music now, whether sound man or radio people, them no know this group. And the lead singer just passed away. The Gladiators is a group where everybody in foreign know them, again, as usual. White people know them in Europe, all over the world, except in Jamaica. Because actually, them not perform in Jamaica because the market not there for them music. You know, so it kind of weird when them big group, don't get no airplane in them country. So this is a group where all the most ones who play music don't even know them. The brethren who used to lead sing it named Albert, it was a Clinton for I might mix it up with you now. Albert Griffiths, yes. I think Clinton Ferran used to sing with the group. I might do solo now. But yes, a long time the money had about, long time the money had about, trust me. And the Gladiators, them have a same vibes, roots reggae. You can't get rid of them. Can't get rid of them. So if I hear them say we're not dead, not dash it way, well them group continue. But we want to hear the family, him son and all them ones have Griffiths, because we know say it's a great group from years. You go to California and you see them perform, pure white people in the audience. I mean, most of them go through that experiences still. The first time we go to Europe, we go where there? Helsinki. We're there Helsinki, and when we are the artists, when we are the musicians, they go up on the stage and we say, but wait, not even one black person at the audience, Rasta. So we go up on the stage and we say, why yellow up all the people in Helsinki, but would I love to say a Jamaica that has me here, that beautiful BC word. Me here come from way over the back, me say, yes. At that time I feel good. And the whole of us start laugh on the stage. When we hear the bad word, because most of them they don't know them, but most of the white people, they don't know them bad word there. I don't like know where them know where I say, but, can you remember one time they have France and we are talking to a police and a pure bad word we are talking in front of them and we are saying, don't know what we are saying. Well, I don't think you can do it now. You can't do it now at all, because they know everything what we are saying, so no. You understand? Anyway, we are continue. This is the song where the Gladiators is known for. This is the song. Clinton Ferran, we know him. I don't know which part of him. There's somewhere up in Seattle, Oregon, or somewhere up there. So the man they sing every day. Every day them up on the road. Believe you me. Every day them up on the road. But yes, I don't know. We need to play some of them tune, Yeah, we need to play some of them more often. Yeah, I mean we are playing them still, but more often. Why yell up Nigel? Why yell up the man who hold the program together? Down in a watch there. Shane, I don't talk to you from the whole night, Don't talk to you from the whole night, man. I don't know if I'm dead.
Yeah, man. Everything good, man.
No itch at all. No itch.
None.
Me see that. Yeah, man, give thanks, man. So we'll be back here from 2 o'clock to 5:45 with the stepping razor.
Well, ones and ones, we have made it to the end. Quite a journey. Quite a journey, my people. So much we learn on the way. So my people, let me know what you think about this. Yeah, man, down in the comment section. Because it really look away. And I can bet you say a lot of people out there never know this. Never know what Mutabaruka explained. That Christmas is one of them event there. Where if you control the mind. Because just imagine You save up all of your money. All of your money, you know. If you spend it out on one specific days. And this is the reason why black people always, you know, stuck on a certain level. Because them focusing on spending everything with them got, you know, while others, you know, kept for them and them try to build something and, you know, put something out there for you spend off your money while them build for them legacy, for them family and for them race. And this is the reason why most Jamaicans, most African, most black people, you know, always depend on a level where them a struggle because them not set a foundation. Even for the kids. Even for the kids. We as adults, as parents, supposed to ensure that we have a generation legacy for left behind. So you saving your little money, buying big car, this, that, hype on your friend them, hype on this, hype on that. Nah help with none at all. It nah make your generation better, none at all. We as African people, we need to start create things. We set a foundation for we youths them for the future generation. Because that is something where we lack. That is something where we lack. Bad. And we need to look into it because, you know, everybody else, every other race, you know, give them youth a little start in a life. That is something when me I really meditate from when, you know, every race except black people, you know, always set a foundation for them kids come and inherit and, you know, move on from this and continue. We as African people, we only know if show off hype with things. You know, we not try to look on the importance. You show off big house, big car, big this, big that, big chain, this, that. You know try to set a legacy because at the end of the day, me where they are so, nah go there so forever. You see me? I'm a little son, they can take over. So it no matter where we're in our life, we have to think about the future. We have to think about generational legacy. Anytime, every time, as African people. I don't know if this will make any sense to anybody. I hope somebody somebody can really understand what me I deal with because me might not be the best of explaining things, you know, but something I've been looking into. Why we have to start? Most Jamaican, if you ask them, oh, you start off in a life, start from the ground. Why we have to start from the ground when we live a race out there? And it's not like black people now hold a certain amount of, you know, black people are doing it. You have only black people still where, you know, I do it in a right way and thing, but majority, why the majority? Majority of youth come on a struggle and have to fight here and then when time them struggle and reach to a level, them still have a same mindset as them fourth parents. So then youth end up come and struggle same way. Because of the lifestyle we choose. Instead of we buy a real estate, invest in a real estate, we rather buy a vehicle for 33 million. When we could have put 33 million on a real estate, which is a, you know, that is a part of generational wealth. But we would rather buy a car with that money there as Africans. We show off our friend them and say we're rich. That is all the mindset, you know. That is all the mindset of African people. We need to wake up, change certain things because, trust me, we as a race, we We have to empower ourselves. We have to build ourselves. We can't make the Chinese them, a benefit of all of the life savings. We can't make, man, it's crazy, my people. But I hope somebody out there can really, let me know what you think about it down in the comment section. Because this is a serious thing, a really serious thing. So ones and ones, now go hold no longer. Before we go, it's a Black Power. Drop a like, subscribe, share to a friend or a family so they can be a part of the move. Catch you in the next one. Irie.